Sawubona Mzansi, and welcome to this evening's MIH Live. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. We are going to get up to some spicy things today. We are going to work on deep linking. So I'm going to try and explain it to you and also explain it to myself and try and figure that out. So we'll jump into that. So Jess, let's see what you're saying. So cooking, yes, we are cooking out here. So how's the growth going? Very good question. Thank you so much for that question, Jess. Let's go over and see. So I don't. So personally, I think the growth is amazing at the moment, right? But let's look at the actual numbers, and then I'll let you know what that looks like. So currently, MIH is sitting on 887 users at the moment. 887 users. So that's the user base of MIH, and then on the business, so that's the users. On the business side, there are 24 businesses that have created or activated their business accounts. So not bad at all, not bad at all. Good growth, yeah. Thank you so much. Wow, that's epic. Thank you so much, Jens. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate it. It, yeah, it blew up. It blew up a long time ago in the beginning when I first, because one of my TikToks went like semi-viral, if you can call it that, and a lot of people downloaded MIH because of that. But then it did slow down after a while, but now it is increasing things. Let me see what's happening. But now it's slowly but surely increasing. Slowly but surely it's increasing there. But yeah, we'll get into all of it. We'll get into all of it. So, yes, deep linking. So that's what we're going to work on yesterday. So I don't know if you remember last week, we were trying to work with provider, but with provider, it was showing me flames and I wasn't understanding. Good, decent number to start with. No issue, product is stable. To ensure product is stable. Thank you so much. Yes, yeah. So yeah, it is quite a good amount of numbers, and does show that the product is semi-stable. At least there are bugs out there, but there's not major crashes. So I am happy about that. Thank you so much. So yeah, last week we were working on provider, and provider was Sawubona my roots, Sawubona quotes. Nice to see you here. Nice to see you. So So yeah, we were working on provider, but it was showing me a bit of flames because of how MIH was structured, right? That was the issue. Quotes. What should I call you, quotes? Should I just keep calling you quotes or my routine? Because I see you have a new account here. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Let me know in the chat what we should call you going forward now. Should I just stick with quotes? Yeah, so the provider was showing us flames because of how I structured quotes for both accounts. Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much. We'll stick to quotes. So yeah, provider was showing us flames because of the router that I previously created and how that router works. And because we were like manually forcing state management, there was a lot of popping, there was a lot of pushing, all of these kind of things. So it made it kind of confusing trying to figure out how to fit provider into the situation. So yeah, after a few days of struggling last week, I temporarily gave up and I was sitting back. I took a step back to try and think what is the how are we going to move forward with this, because I really want to sort out provider, but there's still a lot of things that needs to happen first before we make that happen. So I was sitting thinking, and then I don't know why this came to me, but I was thinking about deep linking, and I think it was like a suggestion by thingy my routine number one. I am number one. So yeah, I was thinking of a feature inside MIH, so something similar to this, right? So this is just a standard QR code that takes you into MIH. So this is one of the things that we offer with the packages that we provide to businesses. But what I was thinking is we need to make this more customizable. So this QR code over here, instead of it just taking you to MIH, I wanted to take you to the individual person's business profile. So that business's business profile directly. But then I don't want it to open up the web version of MIH. I want it to open up MIH itself. So I'm not sure. Nice, thank you so much. So I'm not sure if you are familiar with Takealot. So when you're on Takealot and you find a product and you share that link with someone, like say over WhatsApp, because that's the what we use. So you send that link over WhatsApp. Someone receives that link. Boom, number one again. Love it. Keep the likes flooding through, guys. Keep the likes flooding through. So I didn't want, when you scan this QR code, it takes you into like your web browser to open up MIH, because as we're all aware that the web version of MIH does take some time to load this to load the web page if there's any updates available. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to automatically open up MIH if you have it installed inside the application. So that's what we are going to work on. And the only way to achieve this is by using deep links. All right. So let's dive in. Let's switch over. So that's what we're going to work on today. I'm going to show you some progress that we did, and we'll see from there. So let's switch over. Perfect. So let's switch. I'm loving the feud happening in the chat. I appreciate it. So let's see. Is this fine? Yeah. So let's open up the web. So I had a little chat with Gemini and asking Gemini what's the best way to do this. And what Gemini suggested is to use GoRouter in Flutter. Right? So let's open this up. So it is a freely available package on pub.dev that we can use, but I'm not going to explain what it's all about. Let's ask Mzansi AI what's it all about. So let's switch the sound and let's jump into it. So please explain what GoRouter Flutter is all about, and send it. So we're gonna ask that question now. We'll give it some time to load. I just updated MIH today, so that's why it took it a little bit long to load, but we'll give it some time. So now that it's ready, we'll click on the menu button and click on read aloud.
Hey there, waving hand. So, you want to know about GoRouter in Flutter? No problem, I can definitely break it down for you. Smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks. Essentially, GoRouter is a powerful routing library for Flutter apps. Think of it as the navigator for your app's different screens or routes. It makes it super easy to manage navigation, especially in complex apps with lots of screens and transitions. Here's the gist. Declarative routing. GoRouter uses a declarative approach. You describe your routes in a file, and it handles the navigation for you. This makes your code cleaner and
we won't dive into everything that it's talking about, but it's basically a package that easily allows you to create routes to different screens in your application. So let's ask what deep linking is about. So please explain what deep linking is about. Please explain what deep linking is about. Yeah, so we'll give it some time to chat. So you can't win, give up. I'm loving the rivalry going on between Jess and Quotes in the chat right now. It's lit out here. I must figure out a way to show the likes and stuff that to appear on the screen for the rest of the people on the other platforms. But let's listen to this.
Hey there, waving hand. You're asking about dead linking. No worries, I can explain that for you. Smiling.
Sorry, I made a typo over there. Please explain deep linking in Flutter. Yeah, I think this is much better. Sorry, I made a typo and it started hallucinating over there and talking garbage. Let's listen.
Hey there, waving hand. Mzansi AI here, ready to help you navigate the world of Flutter. Let's dive into deep linking. It's a super useful feature for your Flutter app. What is deep linking? Think of deep linking as a way to directly open a specific part of your app, instead of just launching it from the home screen. Imagine clicking a link in an email that takes you straight to a product page in your e-commerce app. That's deep linking in action. Why is it important? Improved user experience. It makes your app more convenient to use. Seamless navigation. Users can jump directly to relevant content, marketing and promotions. Great for driving users to specific offers or content from external sources. How does it work in Flutter? Flutter provides.
Thank you so much, Mzansi AI, for that explanation. So yeah, that's what deep linking is all about. So you can see, I think of deep linking as a way to directly open a specific part of your application. So let's say, for example, I want to open up let's say I want to open up the business profile view, right? So that's where you view the specific business's profile. So if I would like to open that up, I need to use deep linking instead of telling the user to navigate to the home, then go to this and that, right? So it's going directly into that part of MIH from the link itself. So that's what we're getting up to today. So yeah, we'll configure the app, all of this thing. So we won't really worry much about this too much, because we are still on the phase of migrating over from our previous route that we created to our new routing system, which is the deep linking system or the Go router. So I'll show you what that looks like. So let's go to the Go router, and I'll just put the other one on the side of it. So yeah, this is what it looks like. It's kind of simple if you look at it. So you just create a Go router, and this takes in lots of different routes available for you. Let me know in the chat what everyone else is using for their routing of their application. Let me know in the chat what, Mzansi, let me know in the chat what you are using for yours. So yeah, I'm using Go router at the moment, and I'm trying to migrate over to that. So you can see Go router takes in multiple routes, and don't worry about the comments and stuff. I asked Gemini to assist me in converting my old project to a Go router one, but then it was breaking for me. Flutter route, interesting. Interesting quotes. What's Flutter route? Is it the standard router thingy? Oh, it's the standard one. Yeah. So yeah, the standard one, it was starting to get hard to try and implement the deep linking thing. That's why we switched over to this one over here. Number one chatted. Love it. Where were we? Yeah, looking at the code. So yeah, this is what it came up with. So it has an initial route, and this initial route for us is checking the auth, which is basically a slash for us, right? So I made all of the different routes over here for us, and just plug that in itself over here. So yeah, it takes in the initial route, which is a slash, then it looks for the different routes. So I haven't yet done the external routing, like for example, reset password or the privacy policy or the terms of service, right? Those are the three external links. So someone would click on the link of this, and that would take them into MIH to the reset password screen. So I haven't yet done this because this part takes in some query parameters. So I'm still learning how to figure that out. There was this nice article that I was looking at. It was called, let's say, Go Router Explained. So yeah, this is the article that I was reading. I'll drop it in the chat for everyone so that you can check it out if you'd like. I need to open up the TikTok chats also. Let me do that quickly. Socials, TikTok. But yeah, let me know if you have any other questions about deep linking or anything else. It doesn't have to be about deep linking. It can be about just your application itself. Let's head over to the chat and put that in. Jess, what's this thingy, Unity use for routing? That's very interesting because you use Unity as your platform. So yeah, very interesting. What would Unity people use for a routing thingy? Is there also like a package for that? For what route? So not routines, for routing. routing. So say for example, like here's it over here. I want to go to my home screen or the slash inside my application, and then it navigates me there. Routing, yeah, routing. Maybe maybe I'm not pronouncing it properly. Yeah, so Go route is the one that we are using. And let's have a look at the article first. So to get people, we use scenes. Oh, so you just like open up a scene, and that scene is like a different screen inside the application. Very interesting. Very interesting. So yes, let's read this article. Yeah, I can program a deep link to go back to the a scene. Yeah, cool, 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 cool. And can you program it to, like, say for example, I send you the link on WhatsApp, and when you click on that link, will it open up the application itself? I have all pages in my one scene. This is very interesting. Yeah, that's definitely some. Where's my tag? It's alright. It's okay. You can also do video games. You also do video games. Interesting stuff. So, so yes, let's get started onto this, right? So, social media, video game. Yo, complex stuff happening over here. So with router, you'll have to add it to your pub spec, right? This is just including the dependency. But then this is how you get it started. The same thing that I showed you. So you say go router, you say your initial route, which is slash. Then you have, then you start adding go routes to it. So now my route will take me to slash, and I'm calling this home. Then slash shop will take me to the shop screen, for example. So this is the basic understanding of go router. And then how you add that to your application itself is under the material app section. So under your app, if we look at ours, that will be under Mzansi Innovation Hub. Let's go open up main. So you can see under Mzansi Innovation Hub, we just added a .router to this. Yeah, but a URL would connect back to Unity. Deep linking can be complex. Yeah, very true. So Jess is saying that the URL would connect back to Unity. Deep linking can be complex. Yeah, it's very complex. That's why I tried switching over to Go router. So to make things much simpler for us. Jay, nice to see you here. It's been a minute. Sawubona. Yeah, Jay was telling me that Paras stole his fiber cables. I'm glad to see that everything is up and running again, Jay. We've been missing you in the chat. Yeah, if you have a package for that, then that's great. Yeah, finally. Yeah, it's been a minute. Nice to see you here. Glad to see you back. So yeah, the Go router package automatically handles this for you. Over 2,000 houses were affected. Yes, sis. Oh my word. I'm glad it's sorted. Is everything up and running again? Is everything sorted now, or bad habits? So that's quotes. My routines is quotes over here. That's his application name. But I'm sure you know this. Yeah, hectic. Yo, so they must have said, it's like, you know, the stories when they keep telling us that the undersea cables were damaged or whatever, and then like the whole of South Africa is down or something. It's giving that vibe. But imagine done by Paras, yo. Spend whole day on UI, damn, gets complex. 100%. So yeah, that's why Go router is the place that we are trying to learn in order to make MIH better. And also, remember I was telling you about the idea of taking one of these bad boys. So this thing. So Jay gave me the idea that he would like some kind of QR code that someone can scan to directly access his business profile. So we need deep linking in order to do that. So that's what we did. Yeah, I know, hectic stuff. I'm so sorry, but I'm glad everything is sorted now. Did you implement background updates? Not yet, not yet. So there's more things that need changes on my side. So my initial startup for my application. Yeah, so thank you so much, Nelwe, for the shout out to Jay. But yeah, shame. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I just saw your chat now. Glad to be back. Yeah, it's nice to have you back also. We need to invent our satellite internet. We need to invent our satellite internet. Yeah, that's well, there's great people of Mzansi over here, so we'll definitely get that sorted. Maybe it can be a part of the MIH project. Who knows? But yeah, so you'll see that we've just added router to our material app under our main app. So my main app is called Mzansi Innovation Hub. And so previously, this is how I did it, but you just remove that and add router config. So MIH go router, and then this is the router that I showed you. This long list of routes over here. This long list of routes is that MIH routers. So that's how we Star Systems. My app called Star Kingdom. Wait. Let me see what Jess is saying over here. I'm gonna get satellites in the sky, call it Star Systems. My app's called Star Kingdoms. Love it. Can't wait to use Star Systems. Can't wait to use Star Systems instead of MWeb anymore. Love to see it. Just hit us up when it's ready. Hit us up when it's ready. So yeah, that's what we were doing. So and I had to reconfigure everything and get rid of some of my garbage coding. So remember we did some things way back in MIH's life, and now re-looking at it and with the new knowledge that we have, we can update things going forward. My dev company is called Solo Machine. Dope. WJ with the heart me. Yo, I didn't see the heart me. Thank you so much, Jay, for the heart me. I appreciate you. Thank you, Quotes, for letting me know. Is MWeb still in business? Hectic, Motso. Nice to see you here. Sawubona. So Motso is asking the question, is MWeb still in business? 100% is still in business. They my ISP. I don't know what everyone else is using for their ISPs. Let me know in the chat. Yeah, using MWeb now, pretty stable. Even for me. And to be honest, MWeb was W Motso there over on Twitch 100%. Remember, guys, MIH, the MIH Live is available on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. But we're sharing the screens over on YouTube and Twitch. So please feel free to join us over there. You just search Mzansi Innovation Hub. What is this, Motso? Herotel. I've never heard of this company before. We see the world. Across. Interesting. Now this is cool. Thanks. It's under Metro Fiber. Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, so I'm using MWeb. It was, when I was scoping out the prices, it was the cheapest out of all of them, and with the highest internet speed out there. So that's why I chose MWeb, but I'll have to review everything again, and maybe I'll join a different ISP. But yeah, cool. Yes, heading back over to our roots, right? So there was something that we had to change to fit in Go root. That's why I in the past I gave up on Go root and I just kept it moving with the current router because there was so much work that needed to be done. But now I'm seeing that this work is required in order to move on to like providers and these kind of things. Because I'm even seeing right now that it's quite cool. Let me open up Canva for us. And I'll show you how I'm envisioning this for MIH Canva. Zanzi directory. Yeah. So let's open this up, right? Let's just duplicate the screen. Do you use GIMP? 100% I use GIMP. So you can see over here, I use GIMP for my, when I'm creating my icons, I use GIMP. And then I use Inkscape also. I'm not a professional. I don't use wedding photography things. Maybe Jay uses some of those kind of things, but I just use it for creating icons, creating thumbnails sometimes. And then I also have Inkscape. GIMP is goated, 100% GIMP is goated. And they just came out with GIMP 2.0, 2.1, I think. So it's supposed to make it a little bit faster and a little bit more capable of a tool. So yeah, super cool technology. Photoshop cracked. So that's why I didn't want to use Photoshop, because I didn't want to, I didn't want to, yeah, I didn't want to use the cracked version. And also I use Linux as my main operating system, so I use Ubuntu. And I don't think Adobe platforms are there. They are watching. They are always watching. Yeah, but I don't think Adobe is really there. So I use. So yeah, I use GIMP on that platforms. Motso, do you also use GIMP? Do you also do some photo editing on your side? So yeah, I also use Photoshop. Jay is saying I also use Photoshop and Corel Draw. Corel Draw. Yeah, they are watching. I use Krita. Is this like an online tool? Krita. So it isn't is it an online tool? What is this? Krita is a professional, free and open source. You know we love it. I'll pay when I get money. No. Open source painting program. Allows artists. Interesting. Yeah, so I think just reading this stuff, it's specific for like drawings and artists and things like that. But very cool. And it's open source. I must check it out one day. So I do have GIMP and Inkscape. So basically I use this to create my PNGs, and then it's like Photoshop, cool. So I use this to create my PNGs, and then I use Inkscape to convert that PNG into an SVG. And that's basically the limit of what I use it for at the moment. But I do use it for some other things once in a while. It's a good tool to know, GIMP. But yeah, Krita is also a nice one. Nice. I'll keep it in mind. So I don't have GIMP, but I think I used it once. Yeah, it's one of those tools that when you're using Linux, it's like the standard to use if you don't have Photoshop. But yeah, thanks Motso. Thanks Motso. So heading back over to our code. Yes, so let me open up my tasks and I'll show you how far I got. So if we're looking at this one here, so I was watching a tutorial. Let me show you the guy's name for the people that like YouTube. Where's that uncle's name? Let's go and yeah. So this guy over here, Amplify Abby coding. He's quite cool at Flutter things. So I was watching his deep linking series on YouTube, and it was quite good. It's a little bit here and there, and it's an Indian guy, of course. Our Indian brothers always pulling through with the coding tutorials. But in the beginning, it was quite jumpy and all over the place, speaking about it. But it was quite interesting getting an understanding of it. And this is what I want to watch now. So this is it looks like a full series, like a 6-part series about deep linking. So we do want that. I'm so sorry, I'm not sure what your name is, but we are not doing co-hosting at the moment. I apologize for that, I apologize. But yeah, he's quite cool. If you can subscribe to him, I subscribe to him. So it is Amplify Abby. And I'll put this link in the chat also, for those that want to do deep linking in their application. Flutter application also. Let's see. So you will find solutions when the tutorial is made by an Indian guy. 100%. I've realized this since varsity, that the Indian brothers out there, they are the best at, not the best at coding, but they are the best at explaining coding concepts to you and making it super simple and easy to digest. So once I see an Indian guy over there, I sit and listen because I know at the end of it I'm gonna understand what's going on over here. Straight to the point, no, no manga, none of that, none of that. They just get straight to the point, and you can even see these videos are like, okay, the first one is 16 minutes. He was yapping a bit over here, but he was laying down the foundation. The rest of them 10 minutes, 10 minutes. So he dives through them, he dives through them. Yeah, they are clever. Yo, definitely, definitely. So yeah, I was watching his video and it was quite cool. So then I listed out the different packages of MIH. So we have the MIH Auth package, right? Then we have the MIH Home package. Then we have the Mzansi Profile, which is the personal side. And these are the ones that I'm listing as done. You can see done next to it. Yes, I'm married to an Indian. Shout out, Jay. I see you going for brains. Love it, love it. I'm so sorry, scammer. I don't want to buy views from you over on Twitch. You see, when you start popping off, the scammers start coming. Thank you, Twitch scammer, but we don't need you today. So we have the Mzansi Profile, which is the personal side. Then we have the Mzansi Wallet, which is done. The patient profile, not done yet. Mzansi Directory, not done. The calendar, we just finished up towards the end of the day. Mzansi AI, done. Calculator, done. Access controls, done. Oh, not done yet. Then we have the MIH, about MIH is done. So if you look at the auth and the, why is it doing garbage here? If you're looking at the auth, yeah, if you look at auth, and let me move this. Nice, it's better now. If you look at auth and the about MIH, I haven't yet done the concept of the resetting password thing. The reason why is when we go back to, where's Chrome? When you go back to Chrome, I want to show you now in this tutorial over here, parameters. So something like this. I haven't done something like this inside MIH. So this is basically when you have like we want to send you over to our business. I'm gonna have to pass the business ID. Check Trello. There are project management and recording user feedback. Trello. What is this for? What is this? Oh, I've seen this. I've seen this tool. I've seen this tool for project management and recording user feedback. Interesting, interesting. So yeah, I think I did have a look at it before in the past, and I'll get into. I'll create something. I'll create something for that. But if I'm being honest, quotes. What I want to do is add something into MIH instead of getting another third-party tool for this. I want to add it into MIH. But thank you so much for the suggestion. I think I did use it in the beginning of MIH, but I abandoned it and I went back to Google Tasks. And then, yeah, the test package. So let's do the test package for now. I think let's do the test package because that's just the test package. It should be easy to do. And let's open it up. So if we have a look at MIH, you'll see that. And who created KenLogger for us? So you can see I'm using KenLogger at the moment. I forgot. Please, someone in the chat, let me know who created KenLogger. I forgot what their name was. Yeah, I forgot what their name was, but remind me in the chat. But I'm using KenLogger just to find out if you can see over here in the chat kenlogger.error or kenlogger.valid and all of those kind of things. So you can see over there success, just to find out if I was actually in the new router itself. So let's do test. So let's go down. Let's close this one over here. So I'm going to add a new yank down, paste, and then let's look for test/test right? Then it should be, I'm going to delete 7 down, go up. Paste. And then V down, 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 down. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And if you are an expert with Go Router, let me know if I'm doing anything wrong over here, and we can correct it as we go on. But I think for now everything should be fine. I'll then open up the test package. I'll open up the test package icon. Okay, that's under home. That's under home. Dr. Pixels, it was you. Dr. Pixels was the one that created it for us. It just appeared to me now on ThinkTV. Here. Yes, I was just talking about you now. I was just thinking about you now. I couldn't remember the name of who created the Ken logo for us, but when I saw your profile picture appear, I knew it was you. Thank you so much for joining us. Your ears must have been ringing while I was speaking about you. That's why you joined the live. Thank you so much for joining us. But yeah, I started using the Ken logger now. The man, the myth, the legend, Ken logger. So yeah, if you aren't aware of what Ken logger is this HTML and Python thing. So Riro, thank you so much for diving into the chat for us. So Riro has a question: is this HTML and Python things? So no, it's not HTML and Python. We are using a framework called Flutter. Flutter, and the programming language that Flutter uses is .dart. So you can see, here's it over here. So basically, let's ask Mzansi AI what Flutter is all about. Please explain in one paragraph what is Flutter. And Motso, I've been reviewing the live streams and I realized that, so here's my problem. In order to get the audio to TikTok, because I'm just using my phone right now, in order to get the volume to TikTok, I have to play it out loud, but then my mic is picking it up also. So I'm going to mute my microphone every time we listen to Mzansi AI.
Hey there. Flutter is a super cool framework created by Google that helps developers build beautiful, fast, and natively compiled applications for mobile, web, and desktop from a single code base. Think of it as a toolkit packed with everything you need to create stunning user interfaces with smooth animations and seamless performance. It's really popular because it makes app development faster and more efficient, and it's known for its hot reload feature, which lets you see changes instantly as you code. Would you like me to elaborate on any specific aspect of Flutter?
Thank you so much, Mzansi AI, for that. So as you can see, it's an open source tool. Yes, I see. I don't know how Jess snuck into the chat over here. It must have been a finger error on my side. Must have been a finger error on my side. But yeah, that's what we're using, Flutter. So it's a tool created by Google in order to create cross-platform applications. Let me open up the Flutter website for you. Then you can see what that's all about. Yeah, definitely a hacker. Definitely a hacker. So you can see over here, Flutter is an open source framework for building beautiful natively compiled multi-platform applications from a single code base. So you have to only code once, and then going forward you can deploy to multiple platforms. So that's the framework we are using. So yes, Dr. Pixels, what I was saying is I'm using your router or your Ken logger to, you'll see on the screen right now, but wait, let me bring this close over here. Yeah. So every time I click on one of my packages, it should, you see, it should bring up the Ken logger telling me what package I'm diving into. Mzansi Wallet, Mzansi Wallet. If I go into, which one? Calendar. So the thing is so cool. And what I like about it also is that it automatically appears. It automatically pops up and it's green over here. So it's easy to see. So it's super nice for debugging and this kind of information that we are using. Let's go, yes. Let me shout you out one more time. Let's go to pubdev. So if you like that thing that that I just showcased now, go look for Ken Logger on pub.dev. So that was created by Dr. Pixels in the chat. So it provides you with these kind of things over here on the screen. Yeah, these kind of things on the screen over here. It provides you with that. Thank you so much, Dr. Pixels. Then, yes, we're doing the test one. So, once again, we're going to use the Ken logger in order to tell us that we're on the right thing. You are using Visual Studio Code. Yeah, so I am using Rira. I am using VS Code for my IDE. Yes. What is everyone else using? Your 166 downloads. Shout out. So everyone, let me know in the chat what is everyone else using as their IDE. Calvin, as a computer science student, should I be worried about the uprise of AI? Not at all, Calvin. Not at all, Calvin. So I told people before inside the MIH live that AI is just an assistant to us, right? So we are going to be the ones that are using the thing, even if there's fully fledged software development, computer science, AI thing is, we are going to be the ones that are reviewing the code of these AIs, right? So I don't think we are going to be useless at all. So keep pushing computer science, because computer science is not only about the coding part of the concept, right? It's also about problem solving. It's about data structures. It's a whole lot of algorithms, all of these other things on top of just programming that it is. T-app. Hectic. Yeah, I heard some stories about the T-app was leaking people's information. Please inbox me. I want to start from scratch. I'm computer science applied or BSc applied maths and maths graduate. I'm interested. So thank you so much. People are flooding through. T-app was vibe coded. That's why there were so many breaches with that app. So thank you so much. Who is that? Soul. Thank you so much, Soul, for that comment. So if you'd like to reach out to me, you can DM me on TikTok also, but TikTok DMs are kind of nonsense. So what I would prefer you do is create an MIH account. Once you have an MIH account, what you can do is click on the Mzansi directory, switch over to the business search, and just search MIH. And then you should see Mzansi Innovation Hub, this one over here. Don't worry about the testers, this Mzansi Innovation Hub. If you click on it, you will see our business profile, and you can click on email, and you can email me so we can dive into more details. Yeah, so we can dive into more details. Yes, Calvin, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Vulnerability as a service, quotes, such a fool. So exactly, it's all about programming. Yeah. Yeah, so Soul, please feel free to email me through the Mzansi directory, or you can just DM me on TikTok. TikTok is a bit sketchy though, but yeah, I'll try my best to reach out to you. And please feel free to keep following, guys. Hola, my brother, you good? Yeah. Siapila user, Siapila. Are you good? Let us know. Yeah, so please feel free to reach out to us, and don't give up on your computer science dreams, Calvin. Please keep pushing, because there's other things. Remember, let's go on to TikTok right now. Right, let's go on to TikTok right now, and I want to show you something about these AI coders for us, these vibe coders. So let's say code builders or app builders, AI app builder. We'll watch a short video, and what I want you to keep in mind with these videos is that they never ever show you them clicking on anything on the application. They're just showing you the front screen. custom emails last week. I got it right. Thank you. Cool. What did you use? Let us know. Let us know what you used. Uh, yeah, I see there's a lot of computer science people here in the chat right now. But thank you so much, user. Let us know what you did. Motso, side note, how did you structure your backend? Perfect. So, Motso, I apologize if I didn't see that question, but let me show you. Let me show you. So I do have it on Canva, and it looks something like this. All right, something very. This is a rudimentary kind of. I used email.js. Perfect, perfect. So I used, so it's something like this mode. So let me know. So we have the front end, which is this Flutter, and it builds the web app, Android app, and iOS app, right? So we're not worried about this. You're worried about the back end, which is these two components over here. So I did use Docker. I think it should be okay for me to show you this, but yeah. So I'm using Docker Compose to orchestrate all of my different containers. Let me see if I can show you it. So this is Docker Desktop. And if you can see on the screen right now, this is all the different containers running the different components of MIH. So you can see we have the backend MIO, which is storage, our AI, which is Olama, Monitor, which is a monitoring tool for the different containers, our API layer, which I call the API hub. Then we have super tokens, which is also part of the backend kind of, but it's the authentication layer, PHP MyAdmin to edit the database remotely, and the UX part. But what you are interested in is the, I'm assuming, let me know, it's this thingy. So I do use Fast API as my backend. And Fast API then connects to my database to add and amend and all of those kind of things. So I do, so this is Python. This is, why are you using MySQL? Familiarity, that's why. What is this? What is this? So I'm using, instead of Postgres, I think it's just preference. If I'm being honest, that's the only reason that I'm using it. I was familiar with MySQL and I wasn't very familiar with PostgreSQL. That's why. But thank you so much, Doggo. I appreciate the question. So Motso, what specifically about the backend would you like us to chat about? Because this is how it's structured, and Postgres is overkill. Yeah, it's just basically a place to store information for now. So MySQL is okay for now. It's okay for now. Yeah, and then in order, I think I have a next, there's it over here. I have a reverse proxy server also, which is this. And this is the thing. Can you show Docker Compose? Yeah, no problem. Which part of Docker Compose? Let's go to the beginning. I don't think I have any incriminating evidence over here, if I'm being honest. I don't think so. Yeah, I think I, I moved all the secure things away. Yeah, for enterprise level. Wait. Postgres is king. I see there's some debates over here about what database is the best. Please drop it in the chat. Let us know, Mzansi, what your favorite DB tool is or DB thingy is. Mine is, I just wanted to know how your data flow is in the backend to storage. Okay, so yeah, it looks like this. It looks like this, and we can minimize this. And then we have not super tokens, MinIO. So object storage is MinIO. So it's basically looks something like this, Motso. Something similar to this. It has, I see it's flooding through over here. Super base, hectic. I see you. I see you are a rich person. I see you are rich out there. But let's see. Super base. Oh, hello browser. I'm building an integration system with .NET Web and Flutter Mobile. Why don't you use Flutter for the web part of it, user? I'll try share the same database. Interesting. Both are good, won't lie. I use MySQL for most of my uni. That's the exact reason why I use MySQL, because I used it in Thingy. Is it possible to learn using a phone? 100%, Soul. Just dive onto YouTube. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. The Superface Fit here is great for dev. Yeah, it's super great for dev and learning stuff. But I feel like you rely too much on it using Superbase. So it hides a lot of the complexity about data storage and all of these things. I'm liking the follows. Thank you so much, Calvin. I appreciate you. So yes, so this is what we're doing. So say for example, I'm updating your profile information, right? I call my API instead of going directly and calling my database or directly and calling my MinIO storage. I call my API layer. The API layer then determines, because there's in between these things, it's also super token, right? In between this layer is, let's say, auth layer. Auth layer, it's super tokens. Super tokens, right? So it uses the super tokens auth in order to push it into our API layer. In the API layer, then I update the information to my database, and then after I push that file to my MinIO storage from there. So it looks something like this. I'm not sure if it's perfect or if this is what you're thinking, if it answers your question, but we're using something like this. Let's see. On my phone, Superbase free tier. We are doing both C# and Flutter, so they were testing our knowledge in both of them. Interesting, nice. Interesting. I'm loving how engaging TikTok has become. WMIH, yes, WMIH. Thank you so much, everyone, for participating. And Jay, don't only say TikTok, because Motso is over there keeping it lively there on Twitch. So W Motso also over on Twitch. Thank you so much. It's my final year project. I'm doing a diploma in IT. Cool. All of the best, user. I appreciate you. All of the best for your final project. And we middle of the year also. So yeah, you must be starting your final projects now. What's your final project about? Let us know in the chat. W Motso, the real Twitch OG, 100%. So yeah, that's what we were looking at. So this is the Docker Compose, the orchestration layer, if you can call it that. But let's dive back in and sort out our test package. So yes, like I was saying, Dr. Pixels created a keylogger for us. So what I'm going to do is I'll paste that in, and then I'm going to change inside quotes, or change inside double quotes, and I'm going to change, or undo. I shouldn't do that. Undo. Maybe 5W. Okay, perfect. Let me know if you have any other questions, Motso. I'll try my best to assist you. And this is going to be test package. I'm a junior front-end developer, currently learning React. Nice. What's the experience like learning React? I don't have any experience learning React. When I started off MIH, thank you so much, KB, for the follow. I appreciate you. So I don't have any experience in React. When I started off MIH, before even coding, I did some research about what is the best tool to use for the kind of app that I want to create. So my requirements was I want to code once and deploy to the web, Android and iOS. So that was my requirements. And in the research that I was doing, they basically told me that Flutter is the place to be for that kind of thingy, instead of React Native, because that's mainly mobile apps, I guess. But I think React is very desktop app based. I think. So yeah, we are doing a case tracking and management system. Interesting. I remember when I was in my final year, one of the projects that we did was a library management system. So it's very similar to that, like tracking when it's whether it's checked out or it's all of those kind of things. So we did that also. So very cool, nice. I hope it's going well for you. So yeah, so this is the test package. So then what we need, so now we've added it to our Go router. So you can see we've added a new route. And this is not Mzansi AI, this is test package. So this is the package we use to test the different functionalities that we are trying to add inside MIH. So inside here, I'm gonna have to change this to React is cool. I have a fully functional e-commerce website. Shout out. If you have a fully functional e-commerce website, seems like a fun project. Seems like so Motso is saying over on Twitch, seems like projects are fun these days in uni. Yeah, Motso, what kind of projects were you getting up to when you were in uni? I'm assuming you also did computer science because you did tell me that you are a master in backend. So you use what's it? I think it's MariaDB and Python. Sawubona, Kutso, Sawubona. Nice to see you here. And nice to see you back in action. So yeah, let us know what kind of projects you worked on in final year varsity. So I remember also on top of our final year project, what we had to create is we had to create anything that had a front end. Long time, yeah, very long. We had to create anything that had a front end and connects to a database, basically. So that's what it had to do. And we decided to create, I remember someone gave me this suggestion also over on TikTok, but we created a poster posting platform. So you know, like in varsity, there's always people sticking up posters about events and selling stuff and all of those different kinds of things. So we created a digital platform for people to publish their posters online and people to view them and stuff like that. So it was quite cool. Very similar to like I'm assuming a lot of people do that also. My final year project was an examination platform during the bird flu days. Examination platform. What's an examination platform? Quotes. Hectic. Shout out. Thank you so much, Kutso, for the heart me. I appreciate you. So yeah, we're gonna sort out the test package. And over there, the test package is being called inside the Mzansi home section. Or inside our personal. Yeah, under our personal. So I'm not familiar with that. So Doggo, so came in just to renew my membership. Shout out. Thank you so much, Kutso. We appreciate that you're here. Tutsins, you gone now? Hectic. So am I familiar with Alembic? So I'm now going to university, but I'm a professional diploma in software engineering. So the chats are lively. So what I wanted to, I'm reminded now, Christopher. Thank you so much, Christopher, for diving into the chats. So if you are familiar with MIH, we do have a Mzansi directory, right? Mzansi directory is here. It's a place for us to search for people and businesses of Mzansi. So if I search for UX Corp, it's another business. This is Quote's business. You can see my routines over there. So that's his business, and we can visit his website straight from here. So if you have an MIH account, Christopher, you can load your, because you say you have a fully functional web application, e-commerce web application out here. Perfect. I'm loving the question. So please feel free to create an account, Christopher, and load it, activate your business account, and then I'll add you to my favorites. So where's the favorites? If I go back, I'll add you to my business favorites. So we can go forward from there. Yeah, so we can go forward from there. Something strange is happening. Wait, here. Back. Okay, yeah. So please feel free. You can see Jay is there, JC, Nestigen. I think Nestigen, is that you, Motso? Yeah, I think this is Motso. UX Corp is Quotes. Blog launch, we spoke to him last week. It was quite cool. And then you have me, Mzansi Innovation Hub. So to answer your question, so let's see, I have some pain points with it. So I'm copying and pasting Elmer Big, and we're going to discuss that in a minute, Doggo. But let's see, how do we support MIH? So there's multiple ways of supporting. You over here just watching is supporting MIH. And what you can do is, or if you like to support, like you're saying, is there like a monthly subscription fee? You can do that over on TikTok. Or what you can do is when you go to the About MIH tile, so you can see it here at the bottom of the screen, About MIH, there is a Support Our Journey button just here. If you click on that, that'll take you to our Patreon page. Yeah, it'll take you to our Patreon page where it'll take you to our Patreon page where you can become a premium member of Mzansi, and that's a way you can support us directly. So that's where you can do that. So what do you think of people who claim, let me close this. What? So okay, so who is this? Sebenza. We are gonna jump to your question. Let's understand what Doggo is speaking about. Please explain what this is about. So we're going to use Mzansi AI to understand what Alembic is about. I'm not sure what that. How's the Patreon journey? Slow and steady wins the race, Jay. Slow and steady wins the race, but we'll get there. We'll get there soon. So let's listen to Mzansi AI.
Hey there, waving hand. An alembic is a fascinating piece of equipment, especially if you're interested in history or distillation. Essentially, it's a very old-fashioned still used for separating liquids. Think of it as a
Mzansi AI talking garbage to us, imagine. Oh, SQ Alchemy. Are you talking about that? Oh, it's a lightweight database migration tool. Use with SQL Alchemy database toolkit. Mzansi AI talking garbage to us. But yeah, it was talking garbage to us tonight. But so I'm not too familiar with Alembic, but I am kind of familiar with SQL Alchemy. And let us know what the problems are, but I'm not sure. Is there anyone else there in the chat, Mzansi, that knows what Alembic is? Then we can assist you with that. Motso, in uni, Hadoop was the new craze. System performance projects. Hadoop. When did I hear Hadoop? Because I know after varsity, when I joined the workforce, the data scientists were going crazy over Hadoop. So that's the only way I know of Hadoop from data science people, but interesting. In uni it was crazy. Interesting. System performance projects. Yo! Hectic. What did you study, Motso? Because I didn't do any system performance in my degree, if I'm being honest. So, let's see. Okay, what do you think about people who claim to be devs but use Lovable and Cursor? So, they are devs, Sebenza. They are devs. But, yeah, they are devs. Let's not be angry or look down upon other people dipping their toes into the development world. So they're probably using Lovable and Cursor because they want to see something that comes out extremely quickly, right? Like a first MVP. But if they take that Lovable and Cursor application, they're going to have to actually code in order to put it into production instead of what they currently give you. But thank you so much for reminding me about Lovable. That's what I wanted to show you. So Lovable is the tool that shout out $1 boy and Christopher, shout out for the follow. So let's go to how do you spell Lovable? Lovable AI. So let's see. There's people that always use this thingy, but they never show you the application working itself. They show you the prompt, they show you this and that, but they never click on any buttons because they know it's going to break. But computer science, hectic. I didn't do any system performance. Motso, I only did, what is this? But let's watch this video. Let's watch this video together.
ChatGPT and type me describe. I'm too cheap to pay for my own Netflix subscription, so let's build our own version of Netflix. And all we're going to need is to go onto ChatGPT and type me describe Netflix in MVP terms, except for make it a better app. Then we're going to take what ChatGPT gives us, copy it, and paste it over into Lovable. Once it's in Lovable, it's going to start coding for me. Nothing else needs to be done on my part. I just sit back, relax, and save that Netflix subscription money because we got other bills to pay. Anywhere where we can cut expenses, we are, and this is one way. CS majors, they're going to screw you over. They're like plumbers, okay? It's not worth it. Just get AI to do it for you. Hey.
Problem with this.
Yeah. So wait, just watch at the end, right? I'm not gonna show you, but just watch. Look how much is left of this video. There's about 10 seconds left of this video, right? 10 seconds left of this video, and she's not yet done demonstrating what this website is all about, right? Thank you so much, Jess. But if you look here, we're gonna play it now and you're gonna see her. She's not gonna click on any buttons inside her application that she generated. This is all just TikTok propaganda that they're showing us. So look at this.
We got Netflix. It's called Stream Wise. What's your vibe today? Smart feed, mystery. I'm too cheap to pay for my.
Did you see that? She didn't click on any buttons. She's just out there vibing with the code that she created. And that's running in localhost, guys. So please, for the clicks. Exactly. So all of that, what she was showing you, is running in localhost. It's not running in an application that we can send somewhere else or that we can send to someone else to look at. Let's check. Let's check. So I am researching and trying to expand my backend knowledge. This is from Dr. Pixels over on, I bet it doesn't work, 100% mod. So that website, you could see she didn't click on anything. Its promotion probably was paid by Lovable. True. Let's see. So Dr. Pixels is saying over on TikTok, I am researching and trying to expand my backend knowledge. I've only ever used Node.js/Express.js. What is everyone's opinion on .NET using minimal APIs as compared to controllers? So I don't know much about .NET, nor do I know anything about controllers, Dr. Pixels. So what I do use is Fast API. Fast API is the tool that we use. Please explain what Fast API is all about. So we'll have a listen to this, but that's what I'm using instead of .NET or Node.js and Express.js. Let's listen.
Hey there, waving hand. Fast API is a super cool Python framework for building APIs, application programming interfaces. Think of an API as a way for different software applications to talk to each other. It's like a waiter in a restaurant. You tell the waiter, the API, what you want, and they bring it back to you from the kitchen, the data. What makes Fast API awesome? Speed. It's incredibly fast.
It's basically a back-end service. So this is what I use, and it's quite easy because you just make routes for your application, and then you just use whatever technology inside there to submit it over there. So yeah, so let me know in the chat, anyone else, Motso, the backend expert, what are you using for backend stuff instead of, so compared to .NET and controllers? I'm not sure anyone. Try Laravel and String Boot next. Yo, quotes coming through with some hectic stuff. Spring Boot, okay, not String Boot, Spring Boot. For the clicks, it's promotion, yes. Sure, imagine building TikTok on Lovable, lol. These guys are selling dreams. Exactly, this chick was out here telling us she's created, what is it? Netflix, because the Netflix subscription ran out. Now it's all running on localhost. There's no, there's no thingies at all over here. There's no data in the back of that also. Python is the best start. Yes, Mod, so I agree with you. So Dr. Pixels, Fast API is quick and easy. Yes, 100%. You're backing me, Dr. Pixel, or you're backing me, Motso. So Dr. Pixels, I would suggest learning Docker, right? Once you have Docker under your belt, then you can look for Fast API. So let's go Fast API under the Docker hub. So yeah, this one over here. So if you learn Docker, you can easily get started and have a fast API server up and running extremely quickly using Docker, right? They even give you the code somewhere. It's probably when it's full screen they'll give me the code, but yeah, you can use this, and it just uses Python. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the language Python, but Python is super easy to use, and fast API is even simpler to use. So before MIH, I didn't know anything about, I gave Spring Boot a try. So Dr. Pixels is saying, I gave Spring Boot a look, wasn't as drawn to it compared to .NET for some reason. I'll try it out again. What's Docker used for? Okay, perfect. So check out Fast API, Dr. Pixels. I think that's definitely something else. Because prior to, I'll answer your question now, user. But prior to creating MIH, I didn't build not one API. I didn't create an API server. I knew nothing about APIs. And learning about Fast API and how it works and how easy it is to use. Let's ask Mzansi, definitely. It was something it was something easy for me to learn. And 100% Jay, we're going to ask Mzansi the question, what is Docker for? So user, we're going to use Mzansi AI to answer that question for you. So we'll give it a try. We'll wait for it to load. And let's listen.
Hey there, waving hand. Docker is a really handy tool used for packaging, distributing, and running applications in a consistent and isolated environment. Think of it like shipping containers for software package box. Basically, it bundles everything your app needs: code, runtime, system tools, libraries, settings, into one container. This container can then run on any machine that has Docker installed, ensuring it works the same way every time. Here's a quick
Oh, sorry. Thank you so much, Mzansi AI, for that answer. You're definitely on point, unlike the previous one. So Docker is a way for you to run an application inside a container, right? So I'm not sure, always coming through with I'll ask it for one paragraph next time, then I'll come through with that, because it's talking long stories here. But Docker is basically, I'm not sure if you've experienced this, but you have code running on your machine and it's running perfectly fine. You then give that code over to your colleague or your friend or someone else to run. And then when they try to run it, it's not working. The reason why it's not working is because there's probably some underlying dependency issues. Like maybe he has a later version of a dependency than you and things like that. So what Docker does is it stores all of that inside the container itself. So it has the operating system, it has the dependencies that you'd like, the specific versions that you'd like, and you can just share that image to someone. Like when we go over here, this image, this is an image, and this image was created by Demisto. I think he's the creator of Fast API. So he created this and shared this to us. So now he doesn't have to care about what tools and software is installed on my computer, because everything is wrapped inside a container. When we open up our Canvas section again, so this is what MIH looks like, and each of these containers over here. So let's change this color to this color, and then change this to here. Right, so this is MIH, and when I showed you the Docker file, so all of these things are containers. So this is a Docker container for MySQL, hosting the server and stuff. This is my container for hosting file storage. This is my API container. This is my authentication container. This is my front-end container. So I have different containers all working together with each other. So yeah, that's what Docker helps you with. And also when I'm running my code to get started with everything, I just run, there's it over here. So I just run docker compose up _d, which is detached mode, and I'm saying build. I don't have to start up each and every container of mine as if it was separate. So I just run one file and then everything runs all together. So that's the power of Docker, in my opinion. So let's see what else is over there. True, I mean .NET is C# and Mostly folks are looking for C# devs as well. Interesting. So Dr. Pixels is saying a lot of people are looking for C# devs also. Interesting. I didn't know that. Quotes is saying .NET and Java is top 1% in my opinion. Okay. .NET it is. Haha. Will definitely give Spring Boot a look though. Thanks. I want to invest more in Spring Boot. You're investing in things I have no idea about, but love it, love it. Thank you so much. Motso, Twitch is frozen. Hectic. I'm so sorry, Motso. Let me switch over. Which part is frozen of Twitch? So I was just yapping most of the time. I didn't have anything on the screen. Let me see. So, if I reload this. Okay, no, that's fine. If I go over to YouTube. Okay, YouTube seems to be fine. Let me move stuff. But there's just a huge delay over on YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, Motso, it's looking fine on my side. Is it the audio that's the problem? Because I did watch the stream yesterday or last week and there was some audio issues sometimes. So let me know if there's an audio like stuttering issue and we can try and fix that for you. But it seems everything's working fine right now. Everything is working fine right now. Is it the chat that's freezing? Everything is looking fine. I'm so sorry, Motso. Let me know if it's looking better over on Twitch. My apologies. I'll review the stream again tonight and see what's going on. I'm loving the likes. They're flooding through. So yes, I would suggest learning Dr. Pixels, learning Fast API and Python. I think a lot of people are looking for that also, on top of C# and Java. I think Python is also up there as one of the tools that people use. So what I was doing over here is I basically needed to navigate to the test package. The test package is here, but you can see I'm using the normal navigator.pop. So navigator of contents, push name, what, right? That's very tedious. I'm here, the unusual DJ. How often do you host these? So, DJ, I do host the MIH lives Monday to Thursday from 7 p.m. to, we try to keep it until maybe 8:30. But yeah, we do it Monday to Thursday, 7 to 8:30. If we need a Discord server for SA devs, I can hook it up, but remember, Dr. Pixels, we do have a private Discord server, or as one of our packages or one of the perks that you unlock by becoming a premium member of Mzansi. We do have access to a private Discord server if you'd like something like that. That's also one of the perks if you'd like that, if you'd like to support us. But so yeah, we host Monday to Thursday. Motso, let me know if things are looking good. We hosted Monday to Thursday and 7:30 to 8. So 7 to 8:30. Yeah, 7 to 8:30. Yeah, I saw Fast API is overtaking Flask, definitely. I think it is overtaking Flask. And even when I was still working at the bank, Fast API was one of the tools that some of the developers, the contractors used when they were creating APIs for us. Motso, are you still there? So yeah, what I was saying is we're not going to use all of this garbage over here. I'm now going to use the go router. So all I do is context dot, I'm not going to push names, I'm going to say go named, and then over here it's test package and the test arguments. Cool. It's still freezing. I'm on YouTube now. I'm so sorry. Are you sure? Can you just reload it? Or I'm giving you jobs to do. I'm so sorry. But can you reload it on Twitch? Because on my side it is showing up as it is there also. And it is moving. So I'm not sure what's happening, if it's something on my side or not. Very interesting, very interesting. But yeah, there's just a bit of a delay on YouTube, Motso. I apologize, but I'll get to you. I'll get to you. So yeah, this is so we've converted this, which is the test package, or we converted this over to this using the new router system. So if we save this, what should happen is let's do this. Let's touch this and touch sensor. So now let's add our thingy back up. So you should see the Ken logger appear showing us that we are using the test profile. So if we click on this, you can see it appeared over there, test profile, test package. So it means it is working fine and it did go there. But what we're gonna have to do, I'm gonna show you the bug if I didn't change this. But if I click on the back arrow, yo, MIH crashed. Hectic. Something is fishy with that test package. Something is fishy with that test package. But we'll fix it. We'll fix it. Yo, hectic. Let's head over to the test package. I think I put too much things over there in that test package. Yeah, there was too much things happening and doing garbage over there. So what I'm gonna do is, I think I know what the problem might be, if I'm being honest. And I think it is to do with, let's see, redacted, enter, next. Yeah, this one over here, this size box. This size box can skedaddle from here. This size box can skedaddle. We don't need that there. We'll see if there's anything else, but yeah, I have no idea why it crashed like that. The perks of being a dev, the perks of being a dev. So yeah, we'll just have it up and running. I'll just change that back button. I want to show you that quickly. How? Why did my whole emulator, you know what guys, 30k likes, love it. Thank you so much everyone. With Flutter, can you create an export file for all your imports and then import only that file? Motso, your question is showing me flames. Let's ask Mzansi AI and see if Mzansi AI can assist us with that. But sorry, Motso was asking this. With Flutter, can you create an export file for all your imports and then import only that file? Like the pub spec? I think so. Let's see what Mzansi AI has to say. So, yes, absolutely. I used to use the DaVinci Code. Is it still available? Hectic. So, let's listen.
Hey there, waving hand. That's a super smart way to organize your Flutter project. I like your thinking, smiling face with smiling eyes and rosy cheeks. Yes, absolutely. You can definitely create an export file for all your imports in Flutter and then import just that single file. It's a fantastic way to keep your PubSpec YAML clean and your project structure tidy. Here's how you can do it. 1. Exporting imports.
While there isn't a native Flutter or
My
Dart
bad.
feature to create a single export file for all your imports, you can achieve a similar and highly effective result by using a barrel file. A barrel file is a special type of Dart file that simply exports other files, acting as a single entry point for a group of related classes, functions, or constants. How to create and use a barrel file. Here's how you can do it. Step 1. Create the barrel file. First, Create a new Dart file in your project.
Motso, I don't know. Mzansi AI was closer to what I think you are asking me. Cause this one over here, it's not seeming right. So I'm assuming, Motso, this is what you want to do. Let's go over to our pub spec. So what you would like to do is, if you had, so here's all your the packages that I'm importing, right? I'm assuming this is what you're speaking about. These are all the packages that I'm importing. Mzansi AI for the win, definitely. And instead of keeping it inside here, you want to put all of these imports somewhere else so that you can import them. So keep this file clean and then import them separately. Is that what you're asking me? Or are you asking me about all of these imports here at the top? All of these bad boys over here. Let us know, let us know. Let's try and run MIH one more time because things were going crazy over here. Things were going crazy. So about the imports at the top. Interesting. 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 So, okay, let's see. So, that means Gemini wasn't talking too much nonsense. Lib.dot, export.dots. Okay. So, single import. Okay, so are you saying that instead of using all of these things at the top, I'm not sure. I think you probably can use it, but what would be the reason for doing that, Motso? Other than cleaning up your code. Because I just put it, so say I'm using something here in this thing. I just import it here at the top and this does the things for me. How many classes do you have? That's a lot of imports. So MIH is a big project. MIH is a big project. So all of these imports over here. So it's the way I code MIH. I think it would be to clean up code. I think so too. I think so too. So let me speak to user. So MIH is quite a big project. And instead of, so all of these imports, you can see that sometimes I'm importing one file from objects and then another one and another one and another one. So what I do, or because cleaning and I don't like scrolling through imports, and in React I just create an export file. I think it's definitely possible, Motso, if I'm being honest. I think it's definitely possible, and then import that one file. Yeah, I think it's definitely possible. I'll have to do some research on this and figure that out, but I'm not too familiar with it. But user, you're saying I have a lot of imports. Yes, I do. So if we have a look at the components section, right? Just here under my MIH package components. So let's close the example. So you can see I have a banner ad. That's one file itself, right? One widget on its own. Then I have the profile view. Let's expand this. The business profile view. So this is to show you the business profile and their name and all of that information. So I split things up separately. So say I want to use each and every one of these widgets over here for me, right? There's going to be a lot of imports over there in one screen of my application. So that's why the test package looks very cluttered. That's because the place I use to test all of these things over here. But there are quite a few things. And if we go back, so that's just my component section, right? Then our config has a few stuff. But then where it gets into the thick of things is the packages, MIH packages. And you can see that there's multiple packages. So the about, so that tile on the screen is the about MIH package. If we click on this, you'll see that I have package tools inside there, which are its own things. And then I have tiles, which is its own thing also. So all of these things, if I want to use it, I have to import it. That's how I understand it to work. There must be better ways of doing it, but that's how I understand it. But cool, let's flip the camera. Thank you so much everyone for joining the live this evening. I appreciate you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Motso, I'm going to review the live. The last time I reviewed it, I didn't see any freezes. But what I did notice is what is this? What I did notice is there was a stuttering issue with my microphone. So I'll definitely review it again. W Live, definitely, it was a W Live, 34,000 likes. I appreciate each and every one of you for participating. Thank you so much, everyone. Remember, the way you can support us is by liking, following, subscribing, all of those things. I know very well with Flutter you can use an external class without importing. Interesting, interesting. I'll look into that. Yeah, so if you'd like to support us further, you can follow us, subscribe to us, all those nice things like share, post, download MIH. We are available on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and the web. It is free to use. I would suggest using the mobile version. It's the best experience out there. And if you'd like to support us even further than that, what you can do is head over to our TikTok profile or to our Patreon and just search Mzansi Innovation Hub on Patreon. And you can become a premium member of Mzansi by subscribing over there. I think it's about $3 on both platforms, plus minus, which is about like 50 Rand or so per month. So you can jump over there and unlock the different perks. And yeah, thank you so much everyone for joining this live. I appreciate you, and let's keep working hard, Mzansi.